there, Capricorn. Welcome to my channel, Missing Link Tarot. I've already pre-shuffled my cards, so we're just going to go ahead and get into it. I do want to remind you, not all readings will resonate with everyone, so if this is not for you, I do apologize, and I hope that you find the help that you need, alright? You might want to look into your moon or rising sign or your Venus. Alright? What can Capricorn expect for the week ahead? Anything else? Okay. Okay, Capricorn. The first card we got was the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups talks about leaving something behind. This is a willing walking away. There's just some kind of stagnation, or it could even be ill health, like somebody being sickly. Could have something to do with, stress or anything like that. But the point is, there's no hope left in this situation. Nothing good remains here, and so our person is walking away from this, in hopes of a brighter future. This is a willful walking away, but it's not necessarily a happy one. Our person doesn't look to be, too happy about this. All right, we did get the Queen of Wands. She came out she came out very, very quick. To the point of I don't know how to describe it. Let me think about that still. Okay, so the Queen of Wands, she is a very vibrant, protective, honorable queen. She is an overcomer. She can be friendly. She typically is somebody who will put her family first, right? She's very decisive. She stands her ground. She came out kind of forceful. Maybe she's very protective of her opinion in this situation. We did also get the King of Wands, so we are dealing with a true pair here. The King of Wands is a very charismatic, creative king. He's very honest, he's very stable and compassionate. He also has a lot of passion. We did get the Ace of Pentacles here. So pentacles are earth or something of value. It doesn't necessarily have to indicate money, but most people do discuss it as if it were money. Having the Ace, this is a new beginning of something, so this could be indicating a prosperous new beginning. And then we did get here the Ten of Swords, which is some kind of backstabbing or drama involved. I do feel like this is involved with the new beginning. So this could indicate ruin or rock bottom, or somebody, feeling like the victim in a circumstance. Do we want anything else from the Rider deck for Capricorn at this time? Okay. I do feel like somebody is manifesting perhaps a decision about love. We did get the Magician. The Magician is somebody or an energy that takes manifest their dreams into reality. So somebody who can just turn their dreams into reality. They have all the tools that they need at their disposal. Somebody could be manifesting. They don't actually have to think of it as manifesting. If they just think about something long enough, you're kind of manifesting it. Make sure you're keeping your thoughts positive. We did also get the Two of Cups. This talks about a connection or, a romance. It could be love, but it's pure and honest and solid. It could be a friendship. And then we did get the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords talks about a blind decision or a blocked vision or some kind of stalemate. This is, it could be indicating that there's a decision to be made, but there's no progression because not all the information is available. This is, being unable to decide or to move forward. Let's start clarifying. To clarify, I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. Can we clarify the Eight of Cups for Capricorn? Clarify the Eight of Cups for Capricorn, please. Clarify the Eight of Cups. Why not? Clarify the Hangman, please. Need to talk about it first. Okay. So we did get the Hangman. The Hangman talks about a sacrifice or a letting go of something. This talks about, taking a step back and gaining new perspective on a situation. I do feel like this is some kind of sacrifice or letting go. Can we clarify the Hanged Man? Okay, I feel like the sacrifice or letting go had something to do with temperance or balance. Temperance could indicate, this is equal give and take. This is healing. This is renewal. This is harmony. Doing things in moderation. Some kind of compromise. I feel like somebody walked away from a situation. They just let it go. And it was because things weren't balanced. There wasn't equal give and take in a situation. Maybe somebody was working harder than the other person. Can I clarify the Queen of Wands, please? Okay. Relating to temperance. Okay. Queen of Wands, I feel like, is very optimistic. She came out very passionately. I just wanted to remind you of that. Okay, so clarifying the Queen of Wands, we did get the Star. The Star talks about hope, or remaining hopeful in a situation. This can talk about peace of mind and just positivity in general. We did get the Chariot. The Chariot talks about movement, but it also talks about having a strong will or confidence to do something. So having the fixed gaze and the discipline and the intention to be triumphant in a situation. We also did get strength. Strength, relates to having strength in a situation, but it's also talking about courage and the ability to have that, the self-control, maintaining your composure, mastering your emotions in a situation. You can also talk about patience. I feel like our queen, she has her set intentions on doing something. She's trying to at least stay positive on this situation that she's going through. I don't think it's easy. I don't think her situation is easy, but she's remaining hopeful to the point where I feel like she's trying to fight for this. Can I clarify the King of Wands, please, for Capricorn? Clarify the King of Wands. Clarify the King of Wands for Capricorn, please. They do want me to remind you that the King and Queen don't have to be specifically the male or female perspective. They could be switched. So the King could be the female perspective, and the Queen could be the male perspective in the situation. Clarify the King of Wands, please, for Capricorn. Okay. I get further clarification. I just wanted to clarify who the King was. Interesting. Okay. So for the King of Wands, we did get the Hermit. The Hermit is, this is taking a moment to meditate, to seek solitude, to become more self-aware and wise in your own opinions, okay, in your beliefs and your opinions. This is not acting. This is very similar to the Hanged Man, except, we're not necessarily, you could have taken a step back before, gained a new perspective, but this is, forming your own beliefs and opinions on that, on the situation, and becoming, more wise about it, learning from this. And then to clarify, the King, we did get the Empress. So the Empress is, it could be the mother, or the mother of creation. She is very in touch with nature. She's very generous and patient and kind and gentle and stable. She's very fertile. Somebody who is aware of their power. Not it doesn't have to be like a an actual power. Like, you don't have to be psychic, or you don't have to have special abilities. This is just your personal power. You can put your foot down in a situation, stand up for yourself. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles for Capricorn, please. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles for Capricorn. Okay. Clarify clarifying the prosperous new beginning. We don't really know what's right. This is the Seven of Cups. This talks about not being able to judge right from wrong, not knowing which way is up and which way is down. Can we clarify Seven of Cups for Capricorn, please? Can we clarify the Seven of Cups for Capricorn? So there's some kind of blockage that's keeping this from coming to a completion. Clarifying the Seven of Cups, knowing what's right from wrong. There's some kind of blockage here. We did get the Four of Wands. Four of Wands talks about this is a completion or a celebration of labors. This is like the graduation. This is like, you know, finishing and celebrating. Whatever you're working on, this is talking about finishing it and being able to celebrate afterwards. And we do have here the Ten of Wands, which talks about a blockage. Some kind of blockage or a burden or a period of difficulty. This could be mental or physical. But it's keeping us from this completion. I feel like someone's just unsure about how to proceed with this fresh new start. They don't know how we're going to reach the ending because there's some kind of blockage here. Can we clarify the Ten of Swords for Capricorn, please? Clarify the Ten of Swords for Capricorn. Can you further clarify that for Capricorn, please? Okay. Clarifying the Ten of Swords for Capricorn, some kind of drama or backstabbing. We did get the Father of Cups. So the Father of Cups is the King of Cups. This is, he's an emotional king. He is very responsible and supportive, very open-minded and artistic. He is a diplomat. He does have this cup of love here. Why, of course, would this Father of Cups be coming down after this backstabbing was, to clarify the backstabbing or the drama. It was, I questioned it. It didn't make sense. Clarifying it, we did get the Eight of Cups, which was the walking away. Nothing good remains here. It did come in reverse. And we did get the Devil. The Devil is just any type of negative energy. Could be materialism, it could be codependency issues, some type of negativity, temptation. So I do feel like this was the person who ever walked away. They took a new perspective on something. They wanted to regain balance, so they left behind the situation to regain this balance. I did want to say this is the person walking away, but they're walking away with a new hope. It's not that, they didn't find the current situation that they were in to be very hopeful, so they walked away from it. I want to say that the Magician, the Two of Cups, and the Two of Swords that we pulled next from the Rider deck, I want to say that these are the same person. Who walked away. I want to say that they're the person who walked away. It doesn't have to be. I just feel that the energy is there. Can we clarify the Magician? Interesting. Okay. Clarifying the Magician, we did get the Mother of Swords. She came up on her side, so I'm not sure how to take that. Usually if it comes up on its side, I take it upright. But it's upright, but it's off. Something's off about her. The Mother of Swords is the Queen of Swords. She's very perceptive and all-seeing. She's very sharp and critical and educated. She can be somebody who is divorced or widowed. Doesn't have to be female. I do feel like this might... It could be our king. But then I did get here to the energy from that card pull is the Four of Cups, which talks about greed or longing for more, which makes me, think that this Queen of Swords is this King of Cups person who did the backstabbing, who had the devil energy. It's not necessarily, the devil energy isn't necessarily saying that they're they're a bad person. They may be a good person. I don't know. You could think, no, that's a bad person. But I think, for every person's situation, it's going to be a little bit different. But they do have some kind of negative energy. I want to say is what it caused this backstabbing, so they could just have like resentment even in a situation. Clarify the Two of Cups, please. Clarify the Two of Cups. Do we need to clarify the Mother of Swords? Okay. Clarifying the Mother of Swords, we did get the Two of Cups. Which brings me back to our other Two of Cups, so it doesn't. It's, I wonder if this person cut out this Two of Cups for another Two of Cups. In other words, I wonder if this person walked away from one relationship in exchange for another. Energy for this is the Hierophant, so teacher. Maybe teacher or mentor. Or to learn, to gain knowledge on something. It could just be that this person lost, love in this situation and they wanted to feel that again. Can we clarify the Two of Cups for Capricorn, please? Clarify. Yeah. Clarifying the Two of Cups, we did get the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups talks about sadness, sorrow, disappointment, regret, grief. Can we clarify the Two of Swords, please? Clarify the Two of Swords for Capricorn. Clarify the Two of Swords. Do we need to clarify the Five of Cups? Clarify the Five of Cups. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so our person who did this manifesting of this Two of Cups relationship, they were feeling sad. I feel like they had this cup of love. This is the Mother of Cups. This could be, the pair to our Father of Cups. So this could actually be the third party. And just the way that it's going to face, I feel like maybe it's trying to hand over, trying to share love with the Father of Cups, which would make sense if this was our third party. So there's some kind of sadness behind it. And then we did get the Six of Wands, which is coming up out of the Crap card. This is a renewed hope. This is victory after a period of difficulty. This is, rising up against the odds, success. We did get here the, is that 7? 8? 8 of Swords, sorry. I know what the card means. This is like feeling trapped, being hopeless about a situation. I don't know. 7 of Swords is secrets and avoidance, so that could be, some kind of, somebody might have, been dealing with that, maybe. Maybe there was some deceit, there was some deception behind this I don't know, this new love or this victory or this sorrow. But anyways, back to this. Somebody was feeling trapped, feeling like the victim, and it could, it's probably all in their head. Usually it is just a mental feeling of being trapped. But then we do have here the Wheel of Fortune, which talks about fate and destiny, and good luck. This person may have done this backstabbing because they felt like this was the way that it was supposed to be. Like, this is fate. This is their destiny. Their destiny is to overcome this trapped feeling by getting out, feeling this victory. They were feeling sad. I just feel like that they were feeling sad in their situation, so they cut this. They cut it off. They left. They let it go. There wasn't enough balance there to keep them in their spot. I don't feel like this was an easy decision for them to make, though. I feel like they kind of went in blindly. Can we clarify the Two of Swords now, please, for Capricorn? Father of Wands. Oh, okay. So the King of Wands person is the person. They made a blind decision. Our King of Wands person. Sorry, I should show you. Our King of Wands person that we talked about earlier. The person who went into hermit mode to find their inner wisdom. It may have been their inner wisdom regarding the Empress. The Empress could be our Queen of Cups person, our third party. But this is telling me that our Father of Wands, our King of Wands person, made a blind decision. Or is going to make a blind decision regarding this love. By blind decision, I just mean he doesn't really have all the information, so he's just going by, his instinct, what he feels is right. But as a Father of Wands, he does have a nasty bite. He may have come in cutting. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Let's see. Can we get any advice for Capricorn regarding this reading? Any advice for Capricorn? Any advice? Okay. As advice, I did get the Ten of Swords, which was the backstabbing. But when it came out, I felt like, it did come out on its side, but I felt like, don't take this personally. That's the words that I heard. Oh, we have a peeker. Ace of Cups. The Cup of Love. Don't take this personally. That's what I get. The Ace of Cups here is our Cup of Love. It's like, you don't want to stand in the way of love. I wouldn't take this personally. I would just take it as it is. You don't have to be, if you're the person who felt stabbed in the back, I would try your best not to take this personally. It wasn't meant to be something that hurt you. I feel like this was something, they're bringing me back to the Magician. I feel like somebody was manifesting this. It could be, that this is, their sadness. So they were really sad in their situation. It wasn't anything personal to backstab you. They were just sad in the situation. This is you're in the final stretch of this. If you're feeling like it's the backstabbing, if you're the person who was stabbed in the back, you're in your final stretch of this. Don't take it personally. It was just a situation. The person was really unhappy. They, at least thought they found this Cup of Love. They thought, man, this is destiny. I got this Cup of Love here. I'm going to take this, this leap of faith. Yeah, they stabbed you in the back, and it hurt. But I don't think there's anything that you could have done to make it differently. So if you're beating yourself up about it, there's nothing that you could have done. I don't feel like you should be sad about this. I'm assuming that since this is, our King of Wands is apparently the person who did the backstabbing in this reading, I don't feel like that you're actually too upset about it anymore. You seem like you're very hopeful. You come out, or you came on a bit aggressive, at least at the start of the reading. Have the strength and the courage to get through this. Like, just remain hopeful, remain positive. whatever you're going through, proceed with confidence. And just know there's nothing you could have done. They were unhappy in their situation, and they manifested this into reality. And that's not something that you should feel bad about. You know, there's nothing that you could have done to make it not so. I feel like once it was in the work, once it was in the works, it was destined to happen this way. Just remain hopeful. I think there's something else out there for you. I feel it. There's something else out there for you. What do I feel next? Moon. Unknown. Something is unknown. So, we already knew that it was unknown. But, yeah, something else is out there for you. The moon talks about, it can talk about your dreams. It can talk about, the hidden. I think something's being hidden. But it's not a bad thing. It's good. It's just being hidden at this time. I feel like good things are coming your way, Capricorn, regardless as to what happened with this heartbreak. Just know that you couldn't have prevented it. This is the way that it's supposed to be. Stay positive in what you need to do for you. Good things are coming your way. You just can't see it right now. Okay? I hope you enjoyed my reading. I hope it was helpful. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe below. Click the bell if you want to know when my next reading comes out. I look forward to feeling your presence again soon. Alright? Good luck with this. Bye.